Welcome to Shining Souls and the seventh part of the video series, How to Communicate in the Language of Energy. In the last video of this series, I would like to explain how to communicate in energy language. Before you start to listen to this video, I would like to ask you to take a few deep breaths. While you breathe, imagine that your heart expands and start to listen through your heart, not just with your rational mind. By understanding that our energy field has portals through the chakras, it is very clear that we all have the ability to communicate on different levels. We communicate not only by speaking and listening and absorb all information through our rational mind. This is just one part. By doing so, we are only repeating what has been already said or do not overcome our self-created limitations, which means we are not opening the door for the spiritual realm. When we start to listen more through our heart and try to understand the energy of information, we will access much more wisdom instead of just knowledge. In our modern outside world, we are so used to getting all information through our rational mind. We are called to study everything and we have to adapt provided knowledge. Think about how limited this is. This way doesn't allow us to see things from a different perspective. It limits our free will, and we constantly divide us from our true essence, from our soul. We should try to focus much more on all our senses. When we are ready to learn how to receive messages from the unseen world, we have to open and trust all our senses. As humans, we tend to rely on our eyesight much more than all others. Who doesn't know the phrase, "I have seen this with my own eyes"? When it comes to messages from the unseen realm, we get it through every sense, which means somebody can be clairvoyant, clairaudient, or clairsentient, and so on. Other than that, we have to raise our awareness to be able to receive. You would be surprised how often you get synchronicities throughout the day as soon as you start and see everything from a wider perspective. When you search for an answer, it could even be a phrase of an advertisement who gives us the answer we seek. Always have in mind that our spirits always work in our favor. It is us who don't dare to ask for help or support from spirits. Why so? Because as humans, we have learned to be cautious, not to trust anybody, because of betrayal and recklessness. Hereby, we come back to our self-trust, compassion, and self-awareness. Shamanism teaches us that every living being has a soul, and our Mother Earth is created to keep the wheel of life always going. It needs a lot of respect towards every living creature to create peace and harmony. A shaman can see with the heart and brings light into darkness. Shamanic healing is the purest form of healing through spirit. A shaman allows spirit energy to work through him. Shamans are able to be bridges between the seen and the unseen world. How can we learn to communicate in energy language? By opening our hearts and allowing our hearts to connect with another being through the energy of heart language. Remember, the fifth chamber of your heart is the seat of your soul. Here we are again how important it is to explore our souls and try to get a deep connection. When we have built this connection, we have access to pure wisdom, and therefore we are able to create a meaningful and purposeful life. It enables us to bring balance, alignment, and flexibility in our lives. Which roles are playing horses hereby? Besides being our best friends, horses are our best teachers, mirrors, supporters, and healers on our journey to our souls. Not only the fact that they are sent to Earth to prepare humanity for higher dimensions, also their heart frequency is 15 times bigger than ours. Healing always happens through heart. Let me take you on your journey to your soul by heart expansion, assisted by horses, and I can guarantee you, you will be amazed how much you can benefit from it. All parts of this 7-part journey have given you a brief overview of my work and how I can support you. There will be different kinds of workshops on each topic. My most important mission is to teach how to integrate the language of energy into our daily lives. Through my lifelong experience with horses and 20 years of shamanism, I can offer you my support on your journey into your heart, to reignite passion about life and how to find balance, alignment, and flexibility. If you are interested in working with me, please check my webpage shining-souls.com. I would love to meet you in one of my workshops or in person. Thank you for listening through this journey, and I hope you enjoyed it.